We talking about power, bruh. Not the games, bruh. We talking about power. Here we go again with this. What up? What's good or whatever. It's the Frozen one, or Froze for short. And today we're going to be talking about the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X spec reveal and how the debate is about which one is more powerful and whatnot, right? Now, I really don't know why this is an issue, because initially the claim was that the Xbox Series X was more powerful, and then as of recently, people were saying that the PlayStation 5 was more powerful, and then both specs got revealed, and now it comes out that they're both powerful in their own ways. I'm guessing Xbox is the overall more powerful, and PlayStation is more efficient or something. I don't know. Look, I am not familiar with all this PC mumbo jumbo, all this, spec war types. I'm not into the nitty gritty with this. I don't understand it as much, right? I understand enough to know that what is good and what is bad, but not enough to be able to say, oh yeah, that makes sense why they did this and why they did that, and be able to communicate on that type of level. I don't understand that much, but to be honest, does it really matter? I don't know, but I'm gonna throw up on the screen the specs of both the Xbox and the PlayStation. Look, I'm not going to elaborate on any of them because, like I just said, don't really understand it that much anyway. I just know that they're better than what we have currently. But that's what I'm trying to get. It's like, this is about specs. When has it ever been about specs, right? It's always been about video games. Why are we sitting here talking about, oh, which one's more powerful, which one is, the beast, and which one isn't? Like, who cares? Isn't it about the games? Like, isn't that what we've always been talking about from the get-go? Wait a minute, hold up. That's right. That's not what we've been talking about from the get-go. We haven't been talking about the games from the get-go. Fast forward. Rewind back to 2013 when these systems were being revealed. People were talking about how PlayStation was the more powerful device because of the architecture and everything that they had and whatnot, and how it was better than the Xbox in terms of power. And then they were saying that, oh, it costs less. It doesn't come with that Connect that nobody wants. And, it's overall a better product because it's more powerful, cheaper, and, what have it, right? Back then. That's what people cared about back then, the power. I know full-fledged when games were coming out on the Xbox One back in the day, people were talking about, oh, it's the 720 box, right? I think Titanfall had a resolution of 792p, right? People were clowning the Xbox, rightfully so. They were talking about how weaker it was compared to the PlayStation, and how why would you spend $100 more to get a weaker console and also get a Kinect that nobody really wanted, right? So that was definitely the argument back then about power, but apparently now power is not that big of an issue. It's all about the games. That's what they said as of recent times, and now fast forward to today, or whenever these specs came out, now power is back on top. And now people want to belittle the fact that the Xbox supposedly has more power. I don't get it, fam. Fanboys keep flip-flopping. Does power matter? Does it not? Does it matter? Does it not matter? Is it about the games, or is power somewhat important as well? To be honest with you, power is important, but not as important as people are making it out to be. But tell it to the people that were talking about how trash the Xbox was back in 2013, because they somehow forgot about that. I remember full-fledged. Now, mind you, I'm neutral now, but back in the day, you can call me an Xbox fan. I wouldn't say I was an Xbox fanboy because I didn't go above and beyond to defend Xbox, but I was definitely an Xbox fan back in the day. Like, I, wanted to see Xbox succeed and things of that nature, right? So back in the day, people were talking a whole bunch of mess about how Xbox was trash. I was like, dang, why they hate Xbox so much? I felt that they were personally attacking me at some point. Not really, but in a sense, it was like I was trying to figure out where the hatred was coming from. And then I realized, oh, the PlayStation got good games. They got better power. It's cheaper. Okay, I guess it makes sense. So I started to realize, okay, I see where people are coming from. I eventually got a PlayStation, and now it's like, you know what? There's benefits on both sides. I'm not about to sit here and fight this console war, because what's the purpose? But in terms of this, right, the spec war is going on right now, fanboys be flip-flopping, fam. They be flip-flopping. Power was the thing back in the day. Now it's not. Apparently, right now it is in this current moment because it just released the specs, but it's really not important anymore. I don't know. People be flip flopping left and right. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think it really comes down to the games that are being played on these consoles. Don't let this power debate run the narrative of like which one's more powerful, which one is more efficient. Don't let that be the deciding factor for you on which is a better console. Wait until they get released. Look at the games that are out on the consoles, because I think that's what you're really worried about. Like, how do these specs cater to the gaming experience that you're going to have while playing on the system? That's what you're really worried about. Which one's more powerful? It doesn't really matter if the games aren't fun, if the games aren't great, right? So let the games be the deciding factor for it. And stop with all this flip-flopping. Back in 2013, people were talking about, oh, power is everything. The 720 box, you're paying $500 for a weaker console. 2013 to probably around the 2015 range, that's what people were arguing about, right? Fast forward to like now in a recent time, it's all about the games now, as it should be, right? It's all about the games now. And then the specs get revealed now and people are salty because the PlayStation 4 apparently isn't as powerful as the Xbox. But who cares, bro? Do you enjoy Xbox games? Get an Xbox. Do you enjoy PlayStation games? Get a PlayStation, right? That's what it comes down to, right? Though you don't need to have an Xbox to play Xbox games, you can play them on PC. But that's a different story. What I'm getting at is it's about the games, not the power. Don't let the power run the narrative. Let's focus on the games. Let's see what they come out with in the future, and let's judge the systems based on that. But that's all I want to say about that topic. If you have anything you want to give me, comments, concerns, whatever, right? Leave it in the comment section below. But remember, you are